Hello, welcome to this video. This is a timeless tarot reading for the North Node in Gemini astrology placement. Now, your North Node in astrology is your astrological destiny. It's where you're headed in this lifetime or where you're supposed to be going in this lifetime. And so for that reason, I'm fascinated by this placement. It's actually my favorite astrological placement in the entire natal chart. If you don't know what your North Node is, I've put a link to a calculator in the description below. You'll need to know what your time of birth is in order to be able to have your North Node. If you don't know what your time of birth is, you can contact Vital Records to get an updated birth chart, or birth certificate rather. That's if you're in the United States. You can contact the hospital that you were born in if you know what that is. And then alternatively, you can ask a family member if they remember what time you were born. Also, you should only watch one of these because you only have one North Node in your natal chart, if I have not already said that. I was first brought on to the North Nodes when I was 26. I went and had a astrology reading, a natal chart reading in Portland, Oregon. And the astrologer said, Zane, you have to go downstairs and buy this book, Astrology for the Soul by Jan Spiller. And I can tell you it has changed my life in some ways, to the degree that it can. This book is amazing, and it has helped me really see my destiny and my path in a different way. And so I would highly recommend checking out this book. I put a link to it in the description below. Please do use that link. It does give me a small kickback, but I actually read this book like once or twice a year since I've learned about it. So it's something that I actually do recommend that everybody reads if they're interested in astrology. But I thought I would just go ahead and read this first section here for you, which is this overview here, attributes to develop rather. Work in these areas can help uncover hidden gifts and talents. So if you work on these areas, you'll get gifts and talents. Healthy curiosity, asking questions to learn how others think. Seeing both sides of a situation. Tact, logic, communication of internal dichotomies. A positive approach to life and other people. Purposefully cheering up others. Using a non-threatening approach when expressing ideas, listening, openness to new ideas and experiences, seeking factual information before making decisions. So I thought I would just, there's a ton of information in here. There's about 40 or 50 pages on each North Node, so it's really good. But let's just go ahead and get right into this. I've already shuffled the cards to cut down on time since the introduction would go a little bit longer. But if you do resonate with this video at all, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow and it helps get the word out. There's also, after you hit subscribe, you'll see a bell. And if you click the bell, you'll never miss an update from me. And lastly, please do consider dropping a comment and just telling me what you think about this video. So let's see what we have here for you, North Node in Gemini. Let's see where you're headed here. All right, make sure everything's in view. Cool. Energy on the bottom, you have the Magician. Awesome. So right now you are manifesting. In fact, this card is the master manifester in the tarot. North Node in Gemini, you may not realize it, but you can manifest at will. The fact that you've gotten this card means you're in an intense period of creation right now. And that could be part of your destiny. That could be part of where you're headed here in this lifetime. It could be using those strong manifestation skills to move forward. It says, by the way, all of the tools that you need are inside of you. You just have to grab them and use them to help you. Now in the middle, you have the Queen of Swords. This is interesting because it could be any air sign. This could be you showing up here. But the Queen of Swords is someone who cuts through any drama, cuts through any trouble or issues, and they get right down to the bottom of it. They also use their words tactfully, which is one of those things that was in the overview that we just read through. And so for you, it's manifesting communication right now, or using your communication skills to manifest something for your life and for your destiny. Now, in the past, you have the Five of Wands. This is some sort of conflict or struggle here that you may be dealing with from the past. I do feel like maybe there was some tension around where you should be going, where you should be heading. There could have been a mental conflict, like with which path to take or which road to go down. But the thing is, I do feel like that's a thing of the past. Now you have the High Priestess. So I love this because you have number 1 into number 2. Number 1, the Magician, is the divine masculine, and number 2, the High Priestess, is the divine feminine. So you have a nice balance of feminine and masculine energy here. The High Priestess is using your intuition. Are you able to intuitively tap into this manifestation of your destiny? I feel like is what's going on here. And then it's also hidden knowledge coming to the surface. I do feel like for you, North Node Gemini, there's going to be some hidden talents being discovered here as you move along after this reading. Now you have the King of Wands as well. Love that. That is the entrepreneur in the tarot. That's somebody who's a business owner. They're somebody who does their own thing. They could also be in charge of people at work, like they are the most passionate person in the room, and so some of you may be also resonating with that. But I feel like some of you are self-employed or moving towards that direction. Now in your current situation, you have the Temperance, the Queen of Swords, and the Justice card. So interestingly enough, this is Libra, but really for you, this is the divine scales or the karmic scales balancing out and tipping in your favor. What you sow, what you reap, you sow, right? Or however that goes, you know what I'm saying? The work that you put in is what you get out, right? And this is all about something balancing out here. I feel like maybe there's been some struggle in the past, but your destiny is now kind of becoming more clear. And as you manifest, as you give, as you put out to the world and you give your gifts, you also receive. And it's those scales kind of tipping and balancing. And then you also here have the Temperance card, which is a really nice card. This is angelic healing. It is balancing out your fire and your water, which I see you doing with the masculine and the feminine energies here. This is also just a card of like a turnaround because it comes after the Death card. And so it's healing. It's healing and moving yourself forward with that. And so for you, you are letting go of this conflict, this struggle of the past. That's being dissolved. And that's not coming with you as you move forward along your destiny, as you move ahead. In the future, you have the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Moon. This is interesting. Now, you have clearly learned from experience, okay? The Ten of Wands is the full manifestation of the Suit of Wands. This is someone who has gone through a long, hard journey, and each one of these wands represents some sort of skill or experience that they've learned along the way. And it says that you can take those wands that you've developed and use them to build something for yourself. And so I see you doing that in the future. You also have the Knight of Cups. There could be a new creative venture or event coming in. There could also be a new person that arrives here. Someone that might be romantic, but it could also mean somebody who's like a creative partner or somebody who comes in and offers you some happy news or a happy event that's going to be arriving here in the future as it relates to your destiny, as it relates to your North Node. You also have the Moon. This is potentially a word of caution, but it's also highly emotional situations. Like it could say that something is, you're in an emotionally charged situation right now, North Node and Gemini. So it could also just mean tapping into your intuition. I have to be real, I don't see anything doom and gloom. I don't see anything that's like a word of caution here. So I feel like you're just really tapping into your intuition. Let's go ahead and pull some additional cards. Let's get some messages here for the North Node in Gemini. Can we get another one here, please? Okay, there we go. So we have take action. So I guess what I would say with this Moon card, what I would say is I would be careful of being too hesitant at this time that you're letting opportunities slip by with the take action, especially because now we also have this don't stop card. Whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing, because it seems like it's in alignment right now. And forgiveness. So it could mean that you need to forgive a Queen of Swords type person or someone in your life to help unblock something or to get yourself out of something. Sometimes not being able to forgive can leave us feeling stuck. Let's see here. You have Katumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. We have so many messages here in this reading of trusting your intuition, trusting the universe, trusting your knowledge that you have and the experience that you've gained along the way. Let's see what else we get. Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth. What did I just say? Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. And remember, as we started this reading, I said you're manifesting something with communication here. So if you need to speak your truth and teach something to people, I do feel like I see some of you doing that. Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace, share gifts with grace, waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. If you're not, I feel like if you've been in a rut, which you might have with the Five of Wands, you're going to have an inspiring person or event come in with this Knight of Cups and that Paul the Venetian. I do feel like you have something to communicate to others as a part of your destiny. Let's see what else we have here. Let's pull some more tarot cards to see what wants to come forward. All right. So we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords, interesting, and the Eight of Cups. So there could have been somebody who backstabbed you with this Voice of Truth, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. There could have been someone blocking you, blocking your communication. Maybe they undermined you in some way, or just there was maybe something in the past that caused that conflict. And I feel like with the High Priestess under that card, it's like you intuitively know that what you did was not wrong. And so, if you feel like you need to release something, if you feel like you need to tell someone how you truly feel, or if there's something that you can do to really, without burning bridges or making your life worse or difficult or anything like that, I feel like this is something that's coming in. You have the Eight of Cups. What's really nice here is I feel like in the past, you've walked away from a disappointing situation in work or in your career. You may have spent time, North Node in Gemini, doing something that you really didn't like. And this represents you walking towards your dreams. This person's about to embark towards the Nine of Cups, which is a dream, and you've let go of those disappointments from the past. The other conflict could be around financial stability. There may have been something around that in your life, but let's see what else we have here. Okay, very nice. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Chariot. So the Nine of Pentacles is financial independence. It's one of my favorite abundance cards because it says planting seeds that have now grown into fruit that you can food or fruit that you can use to sustain yourself. And so it's all about not needing anybody else's resources, not relying on anybody. I feel like you're going your own way here, Gemini. I feel like you're going in your own path. I don't feel like you're becoming codependent. You may have spent time in your life being codependent either on a job or a person for money or even just in love, but you're done with that. And this Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords here is very interesting as well. There's a situation where someone has blindfolded you, or they've said something to you where you're now blindfolding yourself, and you're moving forward. You're moving past that with the Queen of Swords underneath, and you're getting out of that sword imprisonment here. You're moving forward. You have the Chariot. This is a victory, okay? Victory and success, but it's hard work and self-discipline that's leading to a victory. Especially like as I said with the Justice card, the work you put in is what you get out, right? And that's what the Chariot is all about. So in the future, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the Five of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. So the Eight of Wands is a really nice card. It's a quick moving event that brings about good news. I feel like you're right on path. Like I feel like you're right on track. It's like I feel like there's even going to be something quick a quick event that comes in and sweeps you off your feet, or somebody that comes in and inspires you, or maybe it's just a situation that happens that inspires you to move towards something that you never thought you would be doing or would have the opportunity to do. And it's all relating to your destiny. Let go of any fears of not being able to make it, or am I failing? Am I doing the right thing? Is this the right? No, you have incarnated here on earth to serve a purpose and to follow some sort of journey or destiny. And you're here now, so enjoy what you have now and work towards it, is what I feel like telling you. And you also have the Judgment card with the moon. You're leading some sort of inner calling or awakening is upon you here. It's arriving. There's some sort of judgment being bestowed upon you by the universe. And with the moon, you want to make sure that your emotions are not getting in the way. Obviously, take time to feel. I'm not telling you to be a robot, but at the same time, there's going to be a big situation that comes in that's good. It's good, but it's going to be deep. There's going to be a deep situation that comes in here. And it's going to maybe change your path or your destiny, but it's ultimately putting you onto the path that you agreed to walk on when you incarnated here. I know it's a little esoteric, but you have marriage, a false person, judgment, privileged lady, imprisonment, courthouse, poverty, thief. Okay, some challenging cards there. It's whatever that Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords, releasing the fear of persecution and speaking your truth message that we've been getting. That's what that is. There's someone who's maybe just left you feeling like really unworthy or insecure about yourself, and you're moving beyond that. Okay, just know with adjudication, some of you might quite literally be in a legal battle, and that's what's been sort of holding you up in some way. Some of you, that could be a divorce or separation, but ultimately what I'm seeing here is the universe is balancing things out. So what I would recommend to you, if this reading resonates at all, is to put the work in and allow the universe to handle the details, because you are a master manifester. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know what you think about this reading. Check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.